Welcome, everyone, to A Hunter's Guide. My name, of course, is Ragnar, and this is my fluffy co-host, Wolf.
Hey, how you doing, kids?
What the fuck? Why did you come out sounding like Ronald McDonald?
Dude, I'm been gassy as fuck, and it's fucking with my head. There's no air in here anymore.
Did you get some of that salmonella meat?
You know, I might've.
Oh, God. Anyway, this week, we are here to cover the gods of Judgement.
Or the ones related to them, at least. Like, we're gonna touch.
We're gonna try and get through, like, main ones, or at least the ones that we could find. Because,
the big ones.
weirdly enough, there's not as many as I thought there would be.
No, not really. And a lot of them are connected. So,
Yeah, connected or related or other.
if we miss any, please let us know. We will circle back and mention them at least.
But before that, we are going to do a little bit of a different type of game this week.
So, welcome to Guess the Creature. We'll be each given 30 seconds to draw our god of choice in this instance. And once the time is up, we'll present, which we will be posting to our Instagram pages. So go check out our wonderful arts. You'll love them. We love them. They're going to be gorgeous. Do you have your prompt ready?
Yep. I'm so screwed.
Do you want to do the countdown for this one?
Do you have a timer?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I should do that. Alright, let me get my... I'm getting my timer out. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
No fucking way, that was already 30 seconds!
Seriously?
We might need a minute.
Yeah, we'll have to do a minute.
Alright, I'm hitting it again.
Alright. 3,
That was so fast.
2, 1, go.
Wait, is this the second one?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! You're fucking me up so bad. You didn't even let me make the timer. Alright. Okay. That was so fucking fast.
I am
not
expecting this to be good.
My first one is... Okay, these are bad. These are just bad. Okay. Who's presenting first?
I think you went first last time, so it'd have to be me.
Okay. So your options were Dike, Anubis, or Lugh?
Yeah.
Lugh?
Look, I told you that I am not good, and they are going to be stick people. So,
The top one or the bottom one?
the top one.
Top one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think Dike has the weights, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a stick person holding the weight. And I'm guessing the bottom one is Anubis. It looks like Foxy from fucking Five Nights at Freddy's.
Dude, I told you it was going to be bad.
I love it.
Literally suck at drawing. Tracing I can do, but nope, can't do drawing.
Okay, mine are on each side of this sheet. I did them kind of big.
Oh god.
I'll start with the good one.
What were yours again?
Mott, Ammit, and Themis.
Oh, okay. Oh god. Ma?
Yeah, that's my... Describe it for everyone.
It looks like a stick person with wings coming out of their tits, and
I had to draw the boobs. And she has a weird headgear.
yeah, it just looks like a giant fucking horn coming out of her head.
I didn't know how to draw it. Okay.
Oh God. It looks like you fused a platypus with a fucking crocodile. What were the other two?
Ammit and Themis.
Themis?
Nope.
Oh my God.
Ammit is a crocodile with a mixed with lion and hippo.
I'm sorry, wait, what? He's a crocodile mixed with a lion and a hippo?
She.
Okay.
Yeah. It's hot, right?
Yeah.
Listen, if I did Themis looks like Dike. I couldn't do the same one as you. I knew there was a good chance that I could throw you off with that.
She looks a lot like Dike?
Yeah.
Huh.
Their statues are pretty much interchangeable. Well, that was a fun experiment that we had there. I hope y'all enjoyed our now 1 minute of drawing time for each character. Maybe we'll get better at art during this. Maybe not. Either way, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be entertaining because at one point or another we're going to have to draw a penis.
I drew boobies.
If you don't know, the reason I said that is because there are things like penis monsters, okay?
For the gram. But with that out of the way, let's learn about these creatures. Or goddesses, mostly, I think.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 gods and 1 goddess.
I think I have 2 goddesses and 1 god.
Oh, well, there you go. It equals out.
Good morning.
Hello there.
Who starts?
Well, you've got the mom.
You right. Mommy issues first. Alright, so Themis, the daughter of Gaia and Uranus, was weird mash, they fucking, was one of the original 12 titans of Greek mythology, though in some traditions she conspired with her fellow titans to overthrow their father Uranus. She betrayed them during the Titanomachy by siding with the Olympians. Themis eventually married the king of Olympians, Zeus, and bore him many children. Known as a goddess of justice, Themis was often depicted wearing a long robe, a veil, a classical chiton, and holding a balance scale, a cornucopia.
Wait, part of her outfit was a chin?
A chiton.
Oh, I thought you said a chin. I was like, what? Did she just take some dude's chin and put it on a fucking necklace?
Nah, bro, that's the inspiration for the Crimson Chin. Themis was the human-like representation of the natural and moral order. The name derives from the Greek word meaning that which is current and contemporary. According to Hesiod, she was the second wife of Zeus, a marriage that helped the supreme Olympian to stabilize his power over all the gods and humans. Themis also represents the law and undisputed order, the divine right. She was the goddess that created the divine laws that govern everything and are even above gods themselves. So she kind of OP.
Yeah.
Themis had 3 substances. Goddess of natural order, which manifested through the Horrors. That's with H-O-R-E-S, not W-H.
Yeah, I was trying to make that distinction because it sounded very, very different.
Meaning the seasonal and never ceasing rotation of time. Is that why horrors are... Never mind.
Don't go there.
Goddess of
Don't
moral
go there.
order. Manifested through eunomia, or fair order, Dike, or trial, and Irene, meaning peace, which were the utmost characteristics of the society, and through the Moiris, which represented the destiny of every human being. And finally, goddess of prophecy, shown through the nymphs as well as the virgin Astraea.
So she
Unlike
was,
many titans.
she was like the one that the oracles were communicating with all the time?
Yeah, she's the one that they reach out to.
Okay.
Unlike many titans, Themis was very close to the gods. She even was one of the nurses that took care of Zeus when he was a newborn. Sounds kind of like she might have groomed him since he ended up marrying her sister, or his sister, before he got with her.
Yeah.
It's kind of a grooming 101
That is
from what I've heard.
suspect as fuck.
She was the embodiment of divine order and lived peacefully with the gods. Even temperamental, Hera enjoyed her company. In addition to embodying cosmic justice and order, Themis was also regarded as an important oracle. For example, she was often said to have the second keeper of the oracle at Delphi after Gaia, but before Apollo. In some traditions, Themis was even the co-founder of Delphi together with Apollo, though. Although, providing my point again on grooming, she was also Apollo's wet nurse.
Ooh.
She needs to keep away from the kids.
Right?
In many myths, Themis delivered prophecies to the gods themselves. It was Themis, for example, who warned the Titans that they would be defeated by Zeus and the Olympians.
She just said that she delivered messages to the gods.
Mm-hmm.
That means she was trying to do Hermes' job. You know that boy would have kicked that ass.
Technically, she's only speaking prophecies.
It could be the same shit, though.
Listen, they gotta duke it out themselves, right? I'm not... Don't shoot this messenger. Shoot the messengers.
Well, it's kind of hard when he runs faster than anybody can see.
Well, you know what? He didn't see the future.
Fair enough.
Likewise, in many traditions, it was Themis who warned Zeus and Poseidon not to sleep with the sea goddess Thetis, as Thetis' son was destined to be greater than his father, which is really most children in most cases.
Yeah. We're supposed to be better than the last ones. We're the upgraded model.
That's kind of how evolution works in general. Hope I'm not stepping on any creationist toes on that one. This is a podcast about God, so we might be. Ooh. Initially, Themis substituted her mother in the Oracle of Delphi, having inherited the ability to foresee events from her. However, when Apollo was born, Themis cared so much for him that she eventually offered the Oracle to him. Now, I'm not really sure what any of these goddesses are up to. I barely know what Ragnar here is up to. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Scratching my face?
A likely story, all right?
I was thinking more of like, what about her daughter?
Yeah, tell me what her daughter doing. Is she bad?
Well, kind of. Her name is Dike.
Oh, not my kind of tea.
Dike was born to Zeus, king of the gods, and Themis, goddess of divine law, which made her the goddess of moral order and justice. Kind of makes sense.
Taking the family business, I see.
Right. She shares her lineage with the Hora, goddesses of the
what?
seasons, and the spinners of the thread of life, the Fates. They control the destiny of everybody, and she is actually related to them. Growing up in the celestial realm of Mount Olympus, she was nurtured in an environment that valued order, law, and justice. While there are no specific myths detailing her birth, her parentage alone speaks very, very highly about what the hell she's actually capable of. Being the offspring of divine law and the supreme god, she was born with an innate sense of justice and moral fabric that holds the universe together.
She sounds fun at parties.
Yeah. Dike literally personifies justice itself. She doesn't merely uphold the law, she's like the All Might in the Greek pantheon.
God, she sounds like the one that you can't tell anything to.
Yeah, right? In a world where gods often act on just kind of a whim, they just like to do whatever they want and are very prone to not doing the most moral thing.
Listen, everyone's got different morals. Zeus turned into a goose and fucked a woman. I mean...
He also turned into an eagle and fucked a woman. But, beside the point, they are all prone to doing shit like this. All the gods are. Dike basically serves as their moral compass. So if they...
She did a bang-up job.
Yeah. Kind of shitty. But, you know, she did help a few times.
Sounds like she needs someone to delegate to. Like, she needs some cops under her, alright? You can't just have a fucking, you know, a sheriff without the cops.
Yeah. But what's even more interesting is Dike's relationship history. She is unique among the gods and goddesses, is that in the way that she is not known to have any lovers or consorts at all. She is...
Any?
She is solely dedicated to the pursuit and maintenance of justice.
Well, that's what's wrong with her. Fuck, she needs to get laid.
Yeah, this one focus has basically made her a respected person and, you know, revered for being so dedicated to it. But among the gods, not many of them look to her for, you know, hey baby, you want to get it on tonight?
I can kind of see where the insult comes from now.
Right? Yeah, but because of her lack of romantic relationships, she has no children, and her legacy is basically just going to be carried out through her deeds until the end of time, or until she dies.
I mean, she has a lot of siblings to, you know, fix or, you know, keep the bloodline.
Yeah, right? She has a lot of art that's, like, portrayed of her. There's many, many art pieces that portray her, literature, and it kind of gives us a look into how she would have acted, kind of.
I mean, yeah, her and her mother are pretty much hand in hand in those sculptures and paintings.
Yeah, and most often she is depicted as like a very stern yet kind of fair woman. She's always got...
They're known for blindfolding.
Yeah, she's always got a set of scales and then a sword in the other hand, and they're not really accessories. They're more like Zeus and his lightning bolt. That's their equivalent for her.
So she uses them.
Yes. Yeah. The scales are for the representation of justice, and then the sword represents the swift and decisive action of the judge or whatever trial or tribunal, whatever judgment is handed down. That sword is basically, when people say, I am the right hand of God, the right hand has the sword.
Oh, that's not a... Ooh.
Yeah.
What's the left hand?
The scale.
The scale? All right.
Still gonna hurt like a bitch, but, you know.
Yeah, that'll concuss. That'll concuss.
Yeah, and again, she is very dedicated to justice, fairness, moral integrity, following the straight and narrow, you know? Yeah. And unlike most of the other gods who are very well known for doing very duplicitous things, she is consistent and very, very unwavering in judgments. Like, if you steal somebody's fucking acorn seed, your hand, gimme.
Ooh. See, and media has really changed it too as well. So like in reality, it'd be that black and white, but in media now, it's very much like a what's your guilt to it. Like it's literally weighing your heart's weight on each crime.
Yeah. Well, but the kind of scale balancing out nowadays, some bad guys are going to get away. Some aren't. We saw
I mean,
that
if they're a
scale,
psychopath.
Yeah. We saw that scale kind of tip in the streamer category, whatever, because there's a dude over in South Korea, Johnny Sumali, who has been terrorizing South Korea, Israel, and Japan, got kicked out of Israel and Japan, and now he's facing 29 years in fucking South Korea for just being a shithead and live streaming all of it. So
fuck it, send him to North Korea.
There's a little bit of, give and take.
Dude, did you okay, I was like, seriously? Fuck it, send him to North Korea. But did you see that recently?
Oh, yeah, the North Korean soldiers got addicted to fucking porn.
And now they have to go back and pretend they never saw porn? Nah, they're going to start a revolution over that.
I remember the days of the porn war.
I went from never seeing a tit to seeing so many.
So, back to Dike.
Yeah, that's a category.
The ancient Greeks, Athens, Sparta, all of those, they basically viewed her as the one and only ultimate moral authority, as well as the gods saw her as that. And as a goddess of justice, she possessed a very unique ability to make everybody tell the truth. You cannot lie to her at all.
Can you just not tell the full truth?
No, you have to.
You spill everything.
Yeah.
Your word vomit.
Yep.
All right.
All of it.
Okay.
And her judgments are final and binding. And it's not just for mere mortals. That goes for gods, too. If she judgments one of the gods, it's final, binding. It has to be done.
Yo, she must be a bitch for parking tickets.
Yeah.
I want to see her talking to another god now. I want to see them just fucking nah, bitch, that is not what you said.
Well, no. It's not that she's, enforcing the law. She defines the law.
So if she changed her mind on a law,
it exists.
Yo, so if she gets laid, morality could change entirely.
Yeah.
So I'll be back.
Oh my god. There's a few mentions of Dike that were found in ancient texts, each highlighting very different aspects of her character and kind of what she did throughout her period. Well, back then.
I mean, I don't need to hear about the Red River.
Yeah. There was a guy named Hesiod. In his work, Works and Days, describes Dike as the virgin daughter of Zeus who keeps an eye on the deeds of men and reports them back to Zeus. This text, believed to have been written around 7th century BC, emphasizes her role as divine overseer of justice.
So she's not only law, but she's a snitch.
Oh, there's another one that involves Plato. Another significant mention is in Plato's Republic, where Dike is discussed in the context of justice and the ideal state, written in the 4th century BC. This philosophical text delves into the concept of justice, often invoking Dike as the ultimate standard.
Fuck. All right, she's got too much power. We need to get her laid.
Yeah.
Or at least get her a vibrator. All right, so I'm gonna bring us to a new continent over here. All right.
Fucking continent you taking us to?
I'm taking us to Egypt in that's Asia, right?
That's Africa.
Is it in Africa?
Yes. It's at the very top right of Africa.
It's on the border.
It's in Africa. Oh my god.
Listen, I'll find it eventually. I'm looking for the One Piece.
That's in the water, dumbass.
I can't swim into the trench, but I got friends who can.
Better grab a snorkel.
You think the Leviathan would just like let me hop in her mouth just to dive?
Maybe?
We're close. She might. Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to have enough oxygen or food, but as soon as she opens her mouth that far down, you will implode.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just I'll maneuver into her, like behind her eyes, and just use it as a vision, and just kind of like telepathically tell her, all right, go that way. All right.
The audience can't hear me, but look into my eyes. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I know how the body works.
Do you? Do you know how a Leviathan's body works?
I mean, I know how to make it work.
Oh my god.
But we're straying hella far. So, I bring you Mayat. She was the ancient Egyptian goddess of cosmic order and balance. Mayat is often represented as a slim woman with a white ostrich feather on her head. She often carries a scepter or an ankh. Some ancient representations feature Mayat with wings of divinity outstretched. Egyptians viewed her slim figure and symmetrical features to represent the appearance of the perfect Egyptian woman. Really have her down on this fucking drawing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's symmetrical as fuck.
I don't know about symmetrical.
The philosophy of Mayat allowed people to rationalize the events occurring around them. As long as the universe revolved around Mayat, there would be purity that ensured balance and justice. Through this ideology, Mayat became the basis of Egyptian culture. From the earliest eras in Egypt, people considered her an essential for the stability of life. She represented the truth, justice, harmony, and balance. The opposite of chaos, Mayat gave order to nature and society. Reaching beyond being simply a goddess, Mayat became a focus for leadership, philosophy, and law. Historians found the first written accounts of Mayat in the Pyramid text, written between 2375 and 2345 BCE.
Jesus Christ.
However, the divine concept of the goddess is a much older idea. Mayat is a central figure in the Egyptian creation story. She was with her father Ra on his celestial sailing boat as he came from the waters with the Egyptian gods and goddesses, leaving us to wonder how old these deities could be.
Way older than any of us could ever imagine. Trust me.
Are they aliens?
They're not aliens. Jesus Christ.
You don't know. You don't know.
What do you mean I don't know?
They come from a different realm so we can't tell how old they are?
That's not an alien. That's not an alien. You
don't know.
Fucking
You don't know. You don't know. They could be.
God damn it.
Egypt is aliens. Pyramids.
Egypt is not
resolved.
Aliens.
Egyptian. I'm sorry, your face is great. You're breaking me.
Oh, fuck.
I can see the steam coming out. You would not beat this ass. Egyptians saw Ra as the most important god in Egyptian society. He made Ma'at even more important by standing on her pedestal to establish all creation. This placed Ma'at as the order that transformed chaos into creation. She ruled both gods and people. Over time, Ma'at developed beyond being simply the daughter of Ra and responsible for order to being the reason that the universe existed. Some of her other responsibilities include relationships, the cycle of seasons, the movement of the sun, moon, and stars, all parts of religion, how people behaved, the most positive characteristics of men, rulers, leaders, and judges, the afterlife. All important.
Why did you say it like that? Okay. You just sounded like a fucking preschool teacher, but alright.
Listen, that's for you.
Huh?
Anyway, so the historical texts transform Ma'at from a goddess to actually being creation. In many instances, ancient Egyptians considered their society and religion to be Ma'at, while the wilderness in other cultures were considered chaotic and unjust. Oh, so they don't get a name? Fuck you. Right?
You don't get a name. Could you think about?
All right, Mr. Garrison.
Get math, Mr. Garrison.
Beyond being the force which kept Egypt function. They're Egypt. All right. I'm tired. All right, we're doing this fucking. All right, never mind. It's not that late, but the sun's already gone.
You can't even blame it on that, fucker.
I'm just waking up. Okay, no, I can't lie. Shit. No. Listen, these gods will fucking kick my ass if I lie here. Where was I? Beyond being the force which kept Egypt functioning as an orderly society, Ma'at held an important role in the afterlife. She not only kept order among the living, but served as the judge of the afterlife. She's got too many jobs.
Wait, so she was the judge. Who was the jury?
Dude, trust me. We'll get into that.
Oh fuck.
There's an actual jury, all right?
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, continue.
When an Egyptian died, the process of mummification included leaving the heart within the body. Egyptians considered the heart to be the soul of the person by which he or she would be judged in the afterlife. After death, Ma'at would judge the heart of the dead in Osiris's judgment halls of the dead. Once the dead reached the halls, Ma'at would weigh the heart of each person against the weight of her ostrich feather. If the heart weighed the same or less than the feather, they were considered just and worthy of continuing into the Duat, or everlasting afterlife. If the scales indicated the heart was heavier than the feather, then the person was shown to not be a follower of Ma'at during his or her life.
This is the fucking hippo bitch from Moon Knight.
This isn't the hippo. There's one of her cohorts is.
Wait, what the?
I think.
Are you?
Trust me. There's a team. There's a lot of.
There's
them.
a team. Oh, okay.
There's a team. Okay.
I thought it was just the hippo bitch.
Nah. Trust me. It's a whole. There's a judge, jury, executioner,
bailiff.
There's. I'm pretty sure they got fucking lawyers. I don't fucking know. At this point, who fucking knows? All right.
I want to be a celestial lawyer. That'd be interesting.
It would be fun.
Actually, I think they need to make that into a TV show. Instead of like a normal lawyer show, just make it celestial lawyers. Today I'm representing Jesus Christ against his estranged brother, Lucifer, the devil.
Dude, there is so much lore that could be fucking made into trials.
Right? And here today in the court we have Zeus suing Hades for rights over the labyrinth, as well as, oh God, what is that fucking place called? The prison, the Tartarus. Suing for ownership.
I need this yesterday. All right, but the consequence of the of having your heart be unjust was that the deceased was refused an afterlife and the heart was eaten by a demon. In some versions of the Judgment, the crocodile-headed Ammit would devour the entire person.
That's beautiful. Can I get video footage of this? Just for research purposes, of course. And continuing with the theme of Egypt, luckily we're still in the same continent, we are going to go to the son of Osiris and Nymphis, which is, of course, the god of death himself, Anubis. One of the most famous figures in the ancient Egyptian pantheon, Anubis is a very powerful deity whose roles kind of shifted over time. It went from being the god of the dead to being the god of mummification to also being the god of, or one of the gods of judgment in the Egyptian pantheon. Like most of the Egyptian deities, Anubis had several distinctive features. He had the body of a man, the head of a jackal, and the tail of a jackal. He was typically all black and was often portrayed in a seated position.
How is he not fat?
Okay, that's actually interesting that you bring that up, because in every depiction I've ever seen of Anubis, they always picture him as like deathly skinny.
Does the man not eat? He ain't working out.
I guess not. He can also shapeshift.
What?
And yeah, he can shapeshift.
That's news.
And when his father died, he was actually in the room when it happened, and his father's dead body immediately turned into a lizard.
My cat brought in a lizard today.
Right?
Was that him?
So, as one of the oldest gods, well, actually, maybe, as one of the oldest gods in the Egyptian pantheon, he has a varied and somewhat inconsistent mythology. Initially, Anubis was a son of Ra, who served primarily as the god of the dead. As time went on and the cult of Osiris grew in power, Anubis' stories were incorporated into this new, larger mythos. By 2000 BCE, Anubis had become a bastard child of Osiris and Nymphis, and in the new version of his origins, Nymphis abandoned Anubis for fear that her husband Set, who is, if I remember correctly, Osiris's brother, would discover her infidelity. And Isis later found the child and adopted him. In several alternate mythologies, Anubis was the son of either Bastet or Set. In the Tale of Two Brothers, Anubis had a younger brother named Bata. In ancient regional deity, Bata would ultimately not survive the passage of time or the variations of changes to the mythos.
Why can they not get his background straight?
Yeah, I don't know. In myths that place him as the son of Osiris, though, Anubis has several brothers, including Horus, Babi,
Bobby?
Sopdet and Wepwatiet.
Some names. Right.
Yeah. His original origin as the god of the dead was directly linked to the depiction of him where he has a jackal as a head. Mainly because jackals were scavengers who would frequently go to like graveyards, burial sites, dig up the bodies, and eat them.
They have graveyards?
Well, they mainly had burial sites. The Egyptians may have enshrined the jackal's behavior in order to make it seem benevolent. You know, to make it seem like it wasn't just their nature, but it was more some guiding hand.
So, when your kid gets fucking mauled to death, your king or emperor or whatever can just be like, or your pharaoh could just be like, yeah, that's what the gods want.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of the people that worshipped Anubis, they developed a little bit of a obsession with trying supernatural practices, spells, rituals to kind of gain favor with him so they would have control over jackals.
Didn't most Egyptian followers do spell work?
Most, yeah. That's where it doesn't make sense.
All right.
Early on in Egyptian history, with Anubis still being god of the dead, Osiris rose to kind of like the peak. He became the new head, right? And then Anubis's roles changed.
Head game on point.
He became a god of embalming and mummification, psychopathy, and also basically the ferryman who escorted the dead to begin their journey to the afterlife.
These people got too many jobs. They got to learn how to delegate.
Yeah. But after his dad's murder, Osiris's body was eventually destroyed.
I don't think he's murdered. I mean, he's a lizard walking around.
Well, they found the lizard and it became the body again, and then they ended up chopping it into pieces. After it was recovered, somebody found his body chopped up into pieces, recovered it, and then embalmed it, and then mummified it so he could make his journey to the afterlife.
These people got too much time on their hands.
Yeah. And Osiris, his wife is Isis. So after Isis had recovered...
The terrorist group?
No. After Isis had recovered the body and brought it back to be embalmed, Ra asked Anubis to assist with the embalming process, with also some more assistance from Horus and Thoth. He wrapped the body up completely, like snug tight.
Airtight. All right.
Yeah. And this whole process became what was known as the opening of the mouth ritual. It was meant as a rite to ensure that the mummified bodies, or the mummified person's senses, would still work in the afterlife.
That sounds gross.
Yeah.
The whole mummification process is just gross.
You're telling me, man. Most of what Anubis really has to do, he's got like 3 jobs, basically. He guides you through the journey to the afterlife. Like, he brings you in front of the scale. He's also God over all of the dead, so if anything happens to you, it's on him. And he's also responsible for your mummification process.
So he's like the executioner.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, keeping us on this pantheon.
Oh, we're sticking with Egypt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
God, you found the fucking jury?
I found the hippo. Ammit is an ancient Egyptian goddess with the ass of a hippo, the arms of a lion or leopard, and the head of a croc. Ammit is adorned with a tricolored nemes, which were worn by pharaohs as a symbol of kingship. This hybrid of Egypt's largest man-eaters had the role of judging the dead. Ammit stands for devourer of the dead. Her more specific role was consuming the dead, adjudged not to belong to Aku, aka the blessed dead who abided by the code of truth. Her ferocious form was meant to symbolize that even in death, annihilation is inevitable. Unlike other gods featured in ancient Egyptian religion, Ammit was not worshipped. Instead, Ammit was feared and believed to be a demon rather than a deity, due to her role as the devourer of the dead.
Yeah. This one is the main bad guy in Moon Knight. Ammit. Yeah. Her followers are the guys that are always chasing Stephen Grant.
I gotta rewatch Moon Knight. That's all I'm hearing right now.
Yeah, dude. I would. This shit's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good show. They need another season.
I think they're doing another season or they're doing a movie or something. But I know Moon Knight's coming back.
Hell yeah. During the New Kingdom, deities and demons were differentiated by having a cult or center of worship. Demons in ancient Egyptian religion had supernatural powers and roles, but were ranked below the gods and did not have a place of worship. In the case of Ammit, she was a guardian demon. A guardian demon was tied to a specific place, such as Duat. Their appearance was based on a hybrid of an animal or a human and was denoted so the dead could recognize them. Kind of like your shapeshifter, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, every god with the Egyptian pantheon has something to do with some type of animal as well.
But not all of them have an animal feature.
Most.
The demons.
Well,
Guardian demon.
Well, no. That's not all of them. Thoth. He's literally like just a walking, talking, fucking bird.
That's because he's gay.
Oh, fuck off.
I like the no argument. You could literally have just shot that down. I would not know. Their appearance was based on a hybrid of an animal or human and denoted so the dead could recognize them. Guardian demons that appeared as a hybrid of animals were an amalgamation of traits meant to be feared and to differentiate them from deities associated with humanity. Throughout the first intermediate period, the Middle Kingdom, a collection of spells were created to form the coffin texts. In spell 310, Khonsu burned hearts heavier than the feather of Maat during the Judgment of the Dead. In spell 311, Khonsu devoured the hearts of the gods and the dead. Divine hearts were devoured for their power. Hearts deemed impure during Judgment were also devoured, leaving the deceased trapped in Duat.
Devour.
I guess either way, you're going to a different stomach, maybe? I don't know.
I think that's... Yeah, I think that's how that works.
That could work. Yeah, that could work. These spells were among those adapted into the Book of the Dead starting in the New Kingdom. Within spells 310 and 311, the coffin text, chapter 79, refers to the burning of the heart, while the scene of judgment and devouring of hearts is found in chapter 125. Instead of Khonsu devouring the heart of the dead, Ammit was referred to as the devourer of the dead. Ammit was present during the weighing of the heart, usually near the scale, waiting to learn the results. If the heart of the dead was impure, she ate their heart, leaving them soulless and trapped in Duat. The Book of the Dead was a collection of funerary texts used to guide the dead to Duat, the Egyptian underworld. The process of the Judgment of the Dead was described in chapter 125. The ruler of Duat, Osiris, presided over judgment. New Kingdom depictions of this scene occurred at the Hall of Two Truths. Anubis, the guardian of the scales, conducted the dead towards the weighing scale. Ammit would be situated near the scale, awaiting the results, while Thoth, the god of hieroglyphs and judgment, would record the results. The heart of the deceased was weighed against the feather of Maat, the goddess of truth. The feather of Maat symbolized the balance and the truthfulness needed to be present during one's lifetime. The heart, or pound, represented the individual's soul and was the key to traveling to Aru. See, there's the whole council right there.
Yep.
And I think there's more. I think that's literally just like the main council.
Probably.
I swear, it's like every Egyptian god is like present for your trial every time. They have no life. Holy fuck. How do they do anything if they're at every death?
I have no idea.
No wonder they live in a fucking desert. They have no time to make a tree.
Yeah.
In chapter 125, the Book of the Dead, the deceased is given a series of declarations to recite at the Judgment of the Dead. The Declaration of Innocence was a list of 42 sins, and the deceased was innocent or committing. The declaration to the 42 gods and the address to the gods was recited directly to the gods, proclaiming the deceased's purity and loyalty. After the declaration are recited, their heart is weighed. If the heart weighs less than the feather of Maat, the deceased was ruled to be pure. Thoth recorded the result, and Osiris would allow the deceased to continue their voyage toward Aru and immortality. If the heart was heavier, Maat had her way with them. Ammit would devour them, leaving them deceased without a soul. Ancient Egyptians believed the soul would become restless, forever dying a second death. Instead of living in Aru, the soulless individual would be stuck in Duat.
So basically stuck in hell? Or wait, no.
It's their hell.
Ah, okay.
When it comes to Egyptian gods, goddesses, or demons, a lot of them are intertwined. I mean, Maya is supposed to be their main goddess of judgment, but then you're facing an entire fucking trial, as we've discussed, with multiples weighing in. I try to cover two of the main ones, but clearly I could talk all day about all their deities involved. I mean, I mentioned a few that we may come back to. I doubt it. Or you can look them up and let us know your favorites.
Yeah.
It's like every god's intertwined when it comes to Egypt.
Well, I have one that's actually on a different continent.
Hell yeah. Bring us out of Egypt.
Yeah, we're going a bit further north. Going to good old Ireland.
Hell yeah.
We're going to Lugh of the Long Arm, an Irish god of nobility and judgment. Was a master of crafts and a cunning warrior. He was both Olama, Erin, and the king of Tuatha de Danann, and wielded the spear of Assal, which no one could stand against. His dwellings were at Tara in County Meath, and at Moytoro in County Sligo. He actually had a holy day for him, which was August 1st.
Okay. All right. Decent day, I guess. Nice time of year.
Numerous legends exist regarding his birth. One such legend described the marriage of his father Sion and his mother Ethnui as a dynastic union between the invading forces of Ireland and another kingdom. A later folktale differed, speaking of a prophecy that warned King Balor of the Fomorans he would be slain by his grandson. As a precautionary measure, Balor hid his daughter, Ethnui, locked in a tower.
Well, we don't hit women around here.
Huh?
We don't hit women around here.
True.
Unless they ask.
True. But this dude took his daughter, locked her in a tower on an island called Tory Island. Sion used the magic of a fairy woman named Birog to get him into the tower, where he seduced Ethnui. She eventually gave birth to triplets, and one of those kids was Lugh.
I just gotta ask, is his daughter Rapunzel or Fiona?
I think it's the inspiration for Brave, actually.
What? She wasn't locked in a tower.
No, but it's got something to do with that.
Redhead?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. Most of what is known about Lugh is that he dealt mainly in Ireland, the northern part, and Wales. He fought many battles. He also even once supposedly went up against the Roman god Mercury in a race and ended up becoming High King of Ireland at one point because of that.
So they just like the fastest runner? Usain Bolt has a kingdom?
I think so, yeah.
Alright. Shit. It's a fucking leg race for the fucking crown.
Yeah, and that's all I got on this guy. There's really not much on him.
Yeah, that's the downside for a lot of gods. There's not much.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're going on, like, the Christian God, there's very little in the Bible that's actually just him.
This is true. Although there are a few places where you can find some shit like that. Not many, though.
You mean in death?
See. No dying.
These are the gods of judgment. The only way to avoid them is to avoid death itself. If they are hunting you, it is likely for good reason, considering they usually only deal with the dead. Maybe your sins have toppled your scales. Maybe you were meant to die much sooner, or less likely, you pissed off somebody who, with enough juice to control a god. If it is the latter, find out who, and if you can't contact us, we can probably help.
Probably.
Like, if it's a person controlling them, and you know who, or at least have a decent idea, yeah, let us know. We'll track it down. Maybe. Depending. But if it's just the gods, then, like, follow, subscribe. I don't know.
This is the most half-assed shit I've ever seen, man.
How do you kill an Egyptian god of judgment?
You don't.
The ones that are over gods.
You don't. You just run the fuck away, son.
There ain't no killing these ones, kid.
Nope.
Is there anything else you want to add? I don't have any personal experiences with Egyptian gods.
I only have one, and that is, if I remember correctly, it was Anubis, who basically just kind of forced me back here because I did it dumb and ended up in his afterlife.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
See, these are all gods that I never deal with because technically I don't adhere to any religion.
Fair enough.
I am cursed pretty much to keep being reborn immediately, so I don't deal with judgment.
Yeah, it must be nice, asshole.
Stuck in this prison? Fuck no. Get me out of here. Do you know how many times I've sailed these seas, walked these lands, and fucking... I've been here too long. I've been here way too long.
You think?
Anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, I think we covered all of it.
All right, that's all we have for this week. So follow us on Instagram at a.honors.guide or hg.ragnar. Send them literally anything you want. Contact us about anything you might like. We'd love to do fan interactions, and if we can, we'll fucking put it on the show. We have merch posted. We'll have more if the need arises. Send us requests for what else you people want. We'll be back next week with our entertaining episode, or follow us next fortnight for our next hunt. With that, Hunters signing out.